Does anybody know what time it is? Does anybody really care?
Intestinal distress is common during a cardiac event.
I just want to hear the doctor say that Jerry had a fart attack. Is that too much to ask?
I'm some old fart, and I'm just trying to have some fun with art on the YouTubes. Oh, yeah, yeah. What's everybody up to? It's been a couple of days since I've done any live streaming. Part of that is because I've been being gaslit and hoovered. I've done a little bit of research into narcissism, and I think I've kind of been a little victim of it. Not as bad as Mark, though. And I decided I'd go ahead and go live today because I got myself a little mail. You know, you could almost call this a mail call, but I already opened it and looked at it, so I'm just kind of going through the motions of it. I got myself some mail from Jim Brentar. Oh, yeah, yeah, the master fartist himself. I got myself a flour sack for Jim's challenge, which I'm really excited about because I'm going to be, hey, Finite World, because I'm going to be able to do my airbrush on this. I think I'm going to wash it to make sure that all the sizing is out of it, and then iron it, and then put a cardboard backing on it. I'm going to practice a little bit before I actually paint on it, but I already have a good idea of what I'm actually going to paint on it. And he also sent me a painting. He did a video of this one here recently. Can you guess what this says? And I got close to what it was. It says, for my birthday, I decided to treat myself to 18 holes of golf at Stonerd. Oh man, I figured this out in his video and put the answer to it, but I'm having a hard time even reading it with it right here in my face. That is nuts. Let me look at this. At Stonerd. Oh, and Stonerd. There are leftover roast beef sandwiches in the fridge. JB. All right. This is so cool. Man, just look all the detail. Can you see the detail in this? Just super, super detailed. It's awesome. And then when I got this up, and actually I think I'm going to hang this up right here. Let's see. I'm going to hang that up right there for right now. And when I got that one, I decided I pulled out the other one. When he came and he visited me, he gave me this one. Let's see if I can get that to where it's in focus. Yeah. He's got a very unique style. I really like it. And it's so hard to see it unless you're holding it in your hand, just how detailed and meticulous this artwork is. It's really cool. Oh, and I got my t-shirt, my Spreadshirt t-shirt, and I see why they decided that the design was, it's just like all the colors ended up getting pretty muddled. So I'm going to have to sit down, and this one came out looking good. The fart attack, what did I do with that? Here it is. This one just came out really bad. It's just printing it on black ended up just the colors just got very dull and muted, and boring. So that's why they rejected my designs. Hey, Crimson, welcome to the stream. Let me fire up my music. I've been listening to my little playlist all day long. There's 113 songs in this, and I'm like 23 songs in. I just fire it up where I left off. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do today. I've just been playing a bunch of games the last couple of days. I've probably just been playing games almost non-stop here the last couple of days. A game called Hollow Knight. It's a pretty decent game. But I'm struggling with it. It's a platformer. And I'm like 20 hours in and I haven't gotten anywhere. I'm like barely in the third area. And when you go and I look at the trophies and stuff, it's pretty nuts. But I'm probably going to do most of finishing this big one off offline because I've spent plenty of time on it. But I want to do one more thing with it today, just to see if it's like with the bubble wrap stuff that I've got. Only I've got some giant bubble wrap to where it's like the bubbles are quite a bit bigger than the ones on there. And I want to, we'll just see how this ends up working out. Oh, well, I look at the trophies just to see how far into the game I'm in. I usually don't like looking at guides and stuff unless I like a game well enough. Oh, yes, that's the other thing. I hadn't looked at my PayPal in, hey, Happy, in, God, quite a while. And I looked in there today and there were several people. So I included you when Streamlabs comes up and does the thanks for the tacos. I've added your name to it. There was like you and I think there was like 5 people that I'm pretty sure there was like 5 people that had sent me tips for tacos that I hadn't noticed or I hadn't added to my little thanks for the tacos. So when that pops up, I think I added like 5 names to it. Oh yeah, it totally surprised me. I hadn't looked at it in a while because I don't think about that because basically, like I've told people, the money comes into that and then I just send it out to other artists, basically through Patreon. I think I'm like at 7 people that I am a Patreon follower of them, and it's really cool when they actually have a like they post stuff. Ghana posted stuff today. I'm a Patreon of Ghana, and she posted some pictures from an animation that she's working on. It looks like it's going to be really cool. What she's got going so far kind of reminds me a little bit of Steamboat Willie, an old 30s and 40s type black and white cartoon. So, what I'm going to do here, the first thing I need to do, I got some paint too. This new paint that I got is pretty awesome. I was just testing it out on a piece of paper with my airbrush. Let's see if I can get it in the light. So I really need to be practicing on this. But at times he acts younger than me. We drank coffee. Well, I've kind of thought about doing a Patreon, not so much to try and generate money, but as like kind of a place to put my artwork, and then that way anybody that, most of my Patreon is just $1 a month. It's a big deal. The whole idea is if you're looking to make that, who does a really good Punchy Paint? I am a Patreon of Punchy Paint, and I love what she does. Every few days, I get an email that has 4 or 5 pictures. I'll tone it down just a little bit, especially since I'm going to be walking away from the mic. Usually I put this at half volume, and that turns out to be about right. I had it at full volume. Is that better? Hey, new gamer, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So what I'm going to do, I've got a few new stencils down here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this adhesive on it real quick. And I'm not going to actually, I mean, I may, I've got a canvas right here that I'm going to, once I do a few little things on this right now, I'll flip the camera around and maybe do a little bit of airbrush on this little canvas I've got here to show you the sort of idea that I'm working on. Woo! Boy, I should have put on a mask for that. So this is basically the sort of idea that I'm going to end up doing on all of these little panels up here. And I got another little canvas here. I showed you guys this the other day. I worked on this a little bit the other day. And I've got this glow-in-the-dark paint that I bought. I think I mentioned it. And I'm really disappointed with it because it's like basically transparent. I did paint blue over this blue and yellow over this yellow to try and see if it would work. And you can't even see it. You can hardly even tell. And I had to put it on super thick. And this is what that stuff looks like. This is like a little magnetic thing. And I like really I layered this stuff on super thick. And it hardly even shows up. And kind of half-assed glows in the dark. I was really disappointed in it. And for the price that I paid, it's just, maybe I was expecting too much. I don't know. But anyway, this is the idea of what I'm going to do up here. What color do I want to go with first? This is the one that needs something on it. I'm going to, I cut a new stencil today that is basically the full shape of this because I want to protect all these from what I'm fixing to do. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, if it's a little bit off, it kind of gives it a little bit of a 3D effect when it's off a little bit. And of course I could use my airbrush and spray on it. But the idea that I've been having is that I want to use this bubble wrap, this giant bubble wrap, but kind of isolate it into a circle here. Like all my little circles that I put around all this stuff. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off the symbol and the circle and then get this big bubble wrap. I mean, you can see all the little bubble wrap. This is I got tons of this little bubble wrap that comes out looking really cool. But this is like some giant sized bubble wrap that came in, well, some of the stuff that I've been getting from, hey Turtle, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I got everything mailed off this weekend. Did I tell you guys it's Thursday already? I'm not sure if it seems like it's taken stuff a little bit longer to get there, except for what Jim sent me. Jim just asked me for my address a couple of days ago, but he sent it priority mail. It like got here in 2 days. It was awesome. So I'm trying to decide. I should probably just start with white. So I think I'm going to start with white because you can't really go wrong with white too much. So I'm just going to squirt some of this liquid white down into my coffee container lid. And then I'm just going to use my palette knife to just kind of spread it all around here. So I have a very thin layer of white here. And make sure I get the big bubbly side and just use like a quarter of it. And then just press this down on here so that I just have a whole bunch of these big, see how that, there we go. And we'll see if this does what I think it's gonna do. Basically, I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the little bubble wrap, only I'm doing it with big bubble wrap. Oh, you can hardly tell because I had so much. Oh, I know where it is. Here would be a good spot for it. Here on this. Put the stencil there. Pull this one off. This down here over that. The big white didn't turn out as cool as I thought it would. You get some more paint on there. I was thinking that these big, hey catfish! I was thinking these big ones would come out looking pretty cool. Well, they do kind of look cool, but but not quite what I had in mind. So let me put a little bit of it, kind of on the corners there. It looks all right. Didn't come out quite like I wanted. I wonder if maybe, well, I'm going to repeat it anyway. I'm going to repeat it over that purple there. I think it'd look good over that purple. Stencils are losing their stick. Let me just hold it. That one there turned out better than what the other one did. Is there another one where this might look good? Oh, I got an idea. Maybe if I do it up here, and then it'll be like a little diagonal. That sort of diagonal. Should I put the circle back up? I don't know if I can get the circle to stick. Oh yeah, that circle works good. I think the little bubbles would probably look a lot cooler if I used the little bubbles. I wonder, did New Gamer come over from the Dude Rock stream? He's been kicking butt, you know what? He's gone from 0 to, he's going to be hitting 1,000 subs here pretty quick. Having to start over from scratch on his channel. He is just, he's getting there fast. But he's working his butt off for sure.
Just a second now. Why do I feel so inclined? I don't live inside your mind, but I'm trying to be there for you. Oh, I know I tried too hard. I'm not letting down my guard, but I'm trying to be there for you.
See, should I do this? How's that looking? Does that look kind of cool? I don't know how cool that looks or not. Well, but I got another idea, some other things that I want to do with this. Well, I think I'm just gonna do this on all of them. But it's time to switch colors. I need to get a different color on that. Is that going to stick? This adhesive is much better than the other one. Let me get a different color now. I think I've done enough white. Other than, I think I am going to get some my little toilet paper tubes like I used to always do on those acrylic paints to put a whole bunch of little circles all over the place. I am going to attempt something like that. Okay, what color should I go to now? I'm thinking some orange. I need some more orange on it. So, I'm going to get another one of these little lids that I like to use. Squirt myself some orange in here and take a different corner. Squirt a little bit of this orange in there, because the orange in that one square there has just kind of, I don't know if this is getting too busy or not, but I mean, that's all. It doesn't really matter, because like I say more often than not, it's all about the journey getting there. Because if I don't like it, I can always just paint over it and start all over with something else. Oh, maybe I should cut this to where I don't have such a big piece. But I remember thinking that when I first got this, that it's basically almost the exact same size of my canvases, those 12 by 12 canvases, and it basically, if I did the whole thing, is almost perfect for the size of what I had going on up there. So let's see. Let me do it with some orange now. See how this turns out. Oh, look at that. I got my face right up in the camera. You're going to see it, be able to see all the little blemishes. See how ugly I really am. Here we go. So, oh, I got lots of nice orange on there. Look how orange. I don't know if you can see this as good. Yeah, I did. I set myself up a spreadshirt, but I'm not happy with the way the design came out. I ordered some for myself. I think Mark managed to order one, but they didn't come out. I'm not happy with it at all. The actual design came out much brighter. I mean, on the images that you always see, whenever you put this stuff on spreadshirt and everything, I mean, they're it kind of got dirty and muddled, like almost everything does when you're printing on a color. Now, if it was on a white t-shirt, it might actually look good. But the fart attack I put on a black tote bag just came out looking like crap. The colors are all muted and muddled and just doesn't look worth the crap at all. I'm just really disappointed. And I don't know if you guys heard, because I mean, I put the stuff up and I was all excited about it, and then the next time I went and I looked at it after I had ordered some, I think Mark ordered a t-shirt too, it said designs rejected, and I was like, what? And well, to be honest, I can see why they got rejected. I don't know how that's looking. I think I'm kind of getting carried away. This bottle isn't tall enough. If I stop now, I'll call my bluff. It's too much. I'm not here for a good time. What do you think? Does it look like it's getting too busy? Hey, Ox. It looks like it's getting about time for me to just get down and get my brush out and do some real not like the circle is really doing anything.
I don't need to be clean, I just need this darkness to let me be.
That one ended up. That
Your
one was
love
pretty
always
decent,
leaves
though.
me
I kinda
dry.
like the way
You're no longer
that
getting
one
me
seemed like
high.
that one kind of came out more
Feels
like
like
what I
we
had in
only
mind.
love each other, so we don't have to find another.
I can always paint over it, though.
Our lives are living cry
That's
for
for sure.
help. The people
What else?
really
Do I
only
want to
help
put any more?
themselves.
Nah, I don't think I'm
So
gonna.
tie me
I
off
don't know.
and
That
living
needs something.
room. Heaven lies on my silver.
I think I need to get a different color. Well, I know what I'll do on that. And I don't think I'm going to use the circle. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'm going to use this orange, but I'm going to get some of the small bubble wrap. The small bubble wrap looks really good. I like the way this small bubble wrap ends up starting to look like, you know, little dot matrix type stuff. How will it look over the blue? Where should I put some more? Oh, no, I already did it.
More becomes most becomes nothing. God, I always need just a little more something. I need something real that doesn't hurt or choke. Something that I can feel with little to no
Oh, I want to do some yellow dots now. Put this over to the side and get another one of my little lids here. Put some yellow in. Oh, yellow on the green would look good. And maybe some yellow over on that. I don't want to do anything to this one. This one, all I want to do on that one, for me, at least to me, that is the best looking symbol of all of them. So far, let me squirt some yellow. Let me get some yellow. I think yellow would look good over the green. Let me spread this yellow around. And I'm going to try the big bubbles again. I mean, I keep, you know, sometimes I know in the past I get an idea in my head that I just think it should work, and I just try and try and try, and actually end up frustrating myself trying so hard to make something work that isn't going to work. I wanted to put this over the green. That will stick. Yellow over the green. Oh, and I bet this will stick. This doesn't really even have to stick that good, because I actually have the lift that it's resting on. And I want to get big bubbles. Big bubbles! Let's see, I can cut another corner of this off. And actually, I can probably, where my stick? I'm running around all over the place, aren't I? Who else is here? Oh, yeah. Having a good old time. I thought these big bubbles would work a little bit better than they have been working. But I think what I'll do is I'll hit it with the big bubbles and then maybe come back with some little yellow bubbles too. Stonerd's pop art. The Jim Brentar collection. I'm excited. I think I know what I'm going to do on my flower sack that I got from Jim. In his video, he was joking about how, what did he say? He said, flower sack, if you rearrange the letters, comes out sour flack. Whereas I thought, oh wow, that's a good idea. So I got to rearranging the letters and stuff, trying to come up with something, and I came up with Alf Rocks. So I think what I'm going to attempt to do on my flower sack is do an airbrush painting of Alf playing an electric guitar. That's kind of what I have in mind, or what I want to attempt to do. Oh yeah, so that one got the little ones, so I think the yellow would look good over here. But I like this adhesive. It was so much better than that first batch that I used, because I could spray it on and actually put it up here in 60 seconds if I need to reapply it. Okay. And do I want to use the circle on that? Was there one that I didn't use the circle on? No, I think I will attempt to use the circle on that still. Let me get some more yellow on my bubbles. Oh, I see what's happening. I've been picking up some orange off the outside edge of my circle. And as long as I got colors going.
How's everybody doing? Today, tonight, right now, ripped up.
Let me do a little bit of yellow with the little bubbles.
Let's get ready to take a ride. We'll do a whole country slide. All the rebel rednecks, y'all grab your boots, let's kick the room and feel that good old country night.
Yeah, let me put some more. I love doing this, and I'm going to get a brush out here eventually and do like what I did on that sample.
Are you feeling this? Let's find out a little more about this. Slam those strings, grab a chord, dance the floor by the lyric that creates the spirit.
Oh,
Spread it like wildfire.
Oh yeah, let me go get some. I'm at the 30-minute mark. Okay, let me go get some toilet paper tubes. I think I can. I think I still have enough paint left on these the yellow, orange, and I got a whole bunch of empty toilet paper tubes.
So dive deep in the storm. Only you can take control. Hang on tight, waves are high. Let's all get somewhere. So how'd y'all like the country ride? Did you grab a string, feel the root all up inside? Heart pumping red wine to your outside's looking so fine. Shaking them hips, it's all through the country slide. Feeling this? Let's find out a little more about this. Slam those strings, grab a gourd, dance.
I thought I had a batch of them here in the bathroom downstairs, and I had to go upstairs. So basically, this is the thing you've seen me do on other things. I just take a toilet paper tube, stick it down here in the paint. This one here has got a bunch of little orange.
Rocket, how
And then
mind and sound, making
put
your
these little
head nod up and down.
These funky little
Feel the
circles.
vibe, take it
all
head
over.
first, crashing.
You just have to be careful not to get
Waves
too
that
carried
became
away.
the biggest riptide to one of the greatest country lyrics. Dancing to
We're
the
gonna get some yellow on
spirits.
this thing too.
So y'all come along. Thank y'all.
I love doing this sort of stuff where you just take objects that you find and
I'm testing something. I gotta see if it's gonna work.
create textures. That's the. I've talked about this guy a number of times. I really like his artwork. It's super easy, simple and easy to do, and get some pretty unique visuals with it. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I did, I don't know if you can see the stars. I made a little star stencil and sprayed stars on here. I got some white stars and I painted some purple stars on it earlier today. Yeah, here's a purple star, there's a purple star. There's a purple star, there's a purple star, And just kind of, putting all this little weird, funky little texture in there. See, there's your name, Crims. I added a whole bunch of names to the Thanks for the Tacos credits. And is that all I want to do with that for now? The circle's got a little bit funky. But that's okay. What time is it? Oh, almost 5 o'clock. The blood sugar's going up. Was there anything else I wanted to do here? I think that's kind of... X's. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I know what I'll do with that. I'm just going to use... that's one of the... I'm going to use just a 3x5 card. Let's see if I can get enough... Very good idea, Happy. There we go. There's an X. There's an X. There's an X. Yeah, that was a great idea. Ooh, I could even do that. That was a great idea. There you go. We got some great input. Love it when you got people that are creative in the stream. Oh, and now let me put some, don't want to just make them all, And now let me do some yellow ones. There's a card here over here. If I got enough yellow, I'm almost out of yellow over here. Of course, all I got to do is just squirt in a little bit more. There we go. Some yellow X. Make it fun. Keep it fun. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough. I need some black. Eventually, after a while, I will actually get some black and do some little black dots and black circles and that. That was pretty fun. I had a good time. Yeah. And I'm going to have even more fun later. Because there's just too much to do on here to try and get it all on film. To try and do it all in a live stream is just kind of insane. But you did see what I did up here with that the orange one. Basically, this is kind of what I'm doing here. Last stream, I just took the red that was left over and I just did a basic background. So I am going to be bringing out my airbrush. And I think this one I'm just going to do the bat symbol and the super symbol. Rather than do all three of them. And I got some new airbrush paint too. I just got it today and I was playing around with it earlier today, and this stuff is just going to be awesome. I mean, I was even to the point, well, you can see here where I was like practicing with it. And I will eventually get to the point where I'll actually be able to draw with it. It's going to take me a while. Definitely going to take me a while. Hey, Sky Blue! Spirit in the Sky Blue. Right on. Welcome to the stream. So, I mean, I'm way over time, but I wanted to go ahead and do, like, basically the first coat on this. And I wanted to do this the dark blue. It looks like I'm going to be running out of my air here pretty soon too. So I think I want to do this dark blue. So I'm going to pull out. This is sapphire blue. I'm going to make this, and I'm just now open. Eventually, once I get back warmed up and get my shit together again, I will probably do a little bit of a real airbrush for you guys. This isn't really very impressive what I'm doing here at all. But I love this new paint. It's like super easy. Yeah, this is just going to be a Superman Batman symbol. And I do want to do similar to what I did on the other one, is come back with a brush and like do some outlines and highlights on it.
Hey, it's Jason from Magic Jones. If you enjoy this song,
But,
subscribe now for another one
oh, I
next
see what's
week.
going on
I've
with
been doing
that.
it for
I had
years.
it open way too much. But you see that eventually I will be able to draw lines and stuff. So I like that the old stuff is showing through. But that's pretty much all I'm going to do today. Pull this off real quick. This is so cool to be able to get it to look that neat. So easy. And then I'll come back with the brush and make it look cooler. May even put the stencil on and do an S, a color. Never know. I never know what I'm going to do until I'm doing it. Ooh. And I'm making a mess. I do a pretty good job of making a mess. But that's the show for today. I'm glad you guys came and hung out with me for a little while. I know I had fun. Let me get this back up over there, because that's looking pretty daggone cool. And I think when I come back with the brushes, I'm going to be putting highlights and lines on it, where I really want to get all those, all the super symbols to really pop once I get down in there. So I'm calling it a stream, and I'm glad you guys all showed up. I'm glad I decided to go live today. I hadn't really felt like going live for a few days, but when I got that mail from Jim, I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to go live today. And I'm going to have to pull out my big old steel bell here pretty soon and play some more songs, record some new songs. But you know how I like to end my show. I always like to end my show with my little silly saying. Fart jams for life. Fart club forever. Oh yeah, yeah. Have fun with your art and be good to each other. Oh yeah, yeah. Have a great evening, guys.